Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is day 29 of the push to top 100, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my dragon army, explaining how I use this army in every single one of my live hits, and how we were able to secure a nice 320 today. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into the attacks. I realized that I forgot to turn on the sound, so I guess we'll be using music for the video today. What I'm thinking on this base is, thinking I just enter into the backside here, whichever side my RC decides to go, I'll send my dragons opposite of that, and we can deal with the Rage Tower. First Rage Tower with the Eternal Tome, second Rage Tower with the Minion Prince ability, and then we should be good. It looks like RC's going to the left side here. Maybe to the right, actually. I'm not even sure. Alright, she's going... I think she's going to go to the right here. Ooh, the Fox dies. So it's good that I was quick with that invis just to make sure RC didn't take too much damage there from the mono or die or go to ability or anything like that. Nice. Alright, now she's going in here. Oh, we push her into the town hall, which is great. We can just have her take this. And she's going to go to the right side, take the fire spitter here. I think. Never mind. She's going to the left. This is kind of the random element with dragons that I always talk about. A lot of people ask me, what is the stronger army, dragons or root riders? And I think it's really hard to say. Personally, right now, I still think that the double overgrowth root riders are the strongest army in the game. The thing is, that is a pretty difficult army to use. It's very consistent, but if you mess up even one little thing, it can your whole raid can go wrong. So dragons right now, I think, are a lot more forgiving. A lot of things can go wrong. Your RC walk doesn't have to be perfect, and it's still going to be completely fine, especially since no one is baiting dragons right now. I really think that it's let's try and pull the CC up here. We can do that. All right, we'll poison the furnace right away, and this way our queen can deal with that a little bit earlier on. So now we can pop the warden abilities. Everything enters into this area, and when the minion prince turns around to face maybe this inferno tower, we'll just pop the minion prince ability through this back end as well. Unfortunately, the ice golems are hitting right when our queen is in this ricochet cannon area, which will be kind of bad because she's gonna probably die here. But I think we have enough power here to push through the end, hopefully. And queen's actually gonna stay alive here, so that's pretty good. We'll try and tank one shot for the dragons with the minion right there. And this is looking good. Gonna be a triple here. Nice. To finish my thought, I think dragons right now are very, very easy to use, and they're, just as powerful as roots, I would say. Or at least, very close to as powerful. Ooh, an invis base here. This is pretty interesting, and there's a hook tower as well, so this is kind of difficult. But what I'm thinking is we can use this to our advantage, actually. I'm going to try to pull this poison tower first so we don't have to deal with it. So let's do something like this. Pull the poison tower to the side. Then we can start our RC on this bottom side. We're going to try and get her hooked, or we'll try and push her into the middle. I'll freeze her, and then she'll get hooked by the hook tower. Then, after she gets hooked by the hook tower, she can take the town hall and that compartment. So that's what I'm thinking. Gonna double cycle here because this is a lot of damage right now. I don't want my RC dying. Let's pull the troops to the side with an archer here, and we can redirect our RC into the middle. Oh, a little bit scary here. I'll ice her right now. She'll get hooked into the core. We'll put an invis there as well, and we can take the town hall with the RC ability, and we can also take the invis tower right now, so we don't have to deal with that. And we're getting the monolith too. Really, really, really good value here. That is actually incredible. I think she's gonna get the furnace as well. I don't know. What we can do, I'm gonna try and arrow this inferno right there. Giant will do a good job of tanking here. I'm actually just gonna poison the minion prince, since that's like the biggest damage right now. And then we'll send the rest of our drags on this side. We're splitting our queen under the drag, sending our queen on the side that's more narrow, so that she doesn't have to deal with as much damage. She can just kind of clean up a little bit, and the drags will deal with the wider side here. because, you know, obviously the drags, all of the dragons plus the minion prince plus the warden is going to be much, much stronger than just the queen and a siege barracks. So this is looking good. Let's see. Queen is doing decent over here. I don't know if she'll be able to get through this wall here. Maybe the giant. Wow, the giant is just so good, guys. The giant is actually so insane for this hit. But this is going to be absolutely crushed. I mean, there's literally no base left here. We still have minion prince. We'll pop the minion prince ability through the backhand here, but we're literally just freezing up one expo right there. That was a good spot on my end with the hook tower. I think it's a really powerful trick to be able to use the ice block spell, hook the RC into the core. And yeah, as you can see, great results here. Absolutely crushed this base. And you guys should take the same approach on this one. Okay, another invis base here. We can do the same thing on this one, but I don't think we even need to because I'm not sure the hook will even hit my RC. We'll see how it goes though. Hopefully we don't get any crazy unexpected results from this. So on 7, we'll place an invis here. We want her to go in, activate the town hall, or sorry, activate the invis tower, and then we can freeze her in place. I don't think the hook tower will hit her just because the range that she has. But if it does, we'll just have to be really quick with our reaction timing. Let's push her in right after this. Ooh, she gets tornado trapped here, so we'll have to use one more invis here to push her in towards the town hall. And we can just freeze her up right now. I don't think the hook is targeting her, so that's fine. And we'll... Oh, okay. We have to use it. Alright. We need to make sure that she grabs this invis tower or else we're kind of cooked here. So let's try and get that. If we can get that, then we're good to go. Alright, she grabs it. I think she'll grab the hook too, maybe. Alright, nope, she does not. I'm going to try and arrow this. Perfect. That was crazy value here. Honestly, I'm going to kind of ignore the town hall. I'm just going to assume that my dragons will get there. Maybe that's not a good method, but a little bit riskier. But I think it's worth it for us to do that because we'll send our drags opposite of our queen, just like we usually say here. Send a Valkyrie here to support too because it looks kind of rough over there. And we'll use the Warden ability here because it looks like our drags are splitting up, which isn't great for us. At least they're going for the Town Hall, which is a good thing. But I really want the Minion Prince to go down because then... Okay, nice. Then the drags down there are not completely alone. We'll use this right here. And then once the Minion Prince turns around towards the Monolith, we can use his ability. Let's see when that's going to happen. Hopefully soon. It looks like we're still going to crush this base. Oh, unfortunately he goes to ability, but at least that's the benefit of having the orb instead of the Dark Crown, because right there my Minion Prince gets saved by the henchmen. They go in front, tank for him, and he doesn't instantly die from the Monolith because of the 1 second of invis, just like that. This one is a little bit messier, but luckily we were quick enough with our reaction speed that we we're able to invis our RC, make sure that she didn't die from that hook tower, and we're gonna crush the space again. Nice. It's pretty popular double rage style base, and on this base we want to try and get as much value as we can. So I'm thinking we start our RC into the Monolith here, path her into the core, and whichever side she chooses to go on, we'll send our queen on that side, and we'll split our drags on the opposite side. That way we don't run into any time issues. As soon as the core is gone in the space, then the pathing will be very, very clear because there's nothing, the entire middle section of the base will be gutted. And that makes it really easy just for us to send or split our drags and queen. And we want to split our queen onto the side with less damage. All right, our fox dies right here. So next invis on 7. We'll quake this area here since there's a lot of high HP buildings. And then we can pop the haste valve because I'm pretty confident, I can tell where my RC is going to go here. All right, looks good. So it looks like she's going to the top side here, which is fine. I'm actually going to push her in a little bit more. I want her to take this rage compartment. Don't really want her going to the top over there because that's not really useful for us. And if she can grab this multi-inferno, that would be really great too. If not, it's totally fine as well. Alright, we can funnel out this side a little bit. Let's try and hit a air sweeper. Doesn't really matter if we hit the air defense because our queen will easily take that out just by walking on the outside. Now we'll send in our drags on this side. Here, we can ice the hound right away so that it can tank a little bit more. And as it moves in, it'll be able to pull more traps and also freeze up this section right there. And pretty much we're using this ice hound here to make it so we can delay our warden a little bit more, since it's going to freeze up a lot of those defenses at the start. Now we can use our warden ability. Now it might have been a little bit late because I think a few dragons hit a few black lines on the outside, but it's alright. Here we'll send in a headhunter to take out the enemy queen. Looks like Minion Prince is going to ability a bit early here, which isn't the best, but we're looking pretty solid for the back end here. Queen is still going strong at the top. Still have a decent amount of drags alive here. We should be good. Yeah, I don't know, I guess my drags died out a little bit faster than I would have expected here, but luckily we still have the queen, still have the giant. That should be able to break this wall open so my queen can access a little bit more of the base. And we should be good. Hopefully this isn't a fail here. I think we're good though. Still have 3 drags up, even though one is pretty low. Queen's gonna be able to take out the Minion Prince here with the Frosty. And yeah, alright, this is gonna be a triple here. A little bit closer than I would have liked. I think my RC probably just didn't get as much value in the core. I used a few invises to redirect her, so yeah, but it's alright. It's gonna be a triple. Nice. Okay, next space right here. Honestly, this base is one of the hardest bases to hit with dragons. These very compact double poison style bases with a hook tower. Definitely want to get the hook tower out of the way. And let me see if there's any trash buildings on the outside that an archer can snipe. Let's put an archer right here, and we'll start with our RC. The timing will be a little bit off, but we can just count. And then we're putting the archer there just to make sure that when the CC troops get pulled, that will be good, and our RC will not, get stuck on ice golems or whatever. Ooh, a little bit low on health here. So Archer's doing a good job pulling the CC into the corner here. We're going to try and keep our Fox alive. I'm not really sure where my RC is going to go after this. Okay, I think I might be able to path her in like this. Perfect. Now we can pop the haste vial, have her take the town hall here, and we'll drag the ice golems down to the bottom side so we can deal with that. Actually, no, it's fine. This is pretty perfect for us right now. We'll send the queen on this side, poison the furnace as well, and then we can use the headhunter to take out the Minion Prince. Then we send our drags on this side, and we could have delayed the ice hound a tiny bit here, but actually it's fine. The ice hound will pull the poison tower, which is really good, so we don't have to deal with that with our Ooh, unfortunately my queen died super early here. That's really not good, but the wizards will be able to clean up after the giant, which is nice. So hopefully that doesn't lead to any time issues there. We'll pop the warden ability soon, maybe around now. Since the drags are splitting up a little bit, I think a big group of them will go to the top side, but that's fine since the Minion Prince is staying on the bottom. That's pretty important for us. As long as the Minion Prince is here, then we can have just a few drags in front. It'll tank for the Minion Prince, and we can use his ability just like we did right there. Slow down the defenses, so even though there's less dragons, it's totally fine. The warden ability already got used, so we are good here. Definitely, this is going to be a much better attack here. A lot of drags still up on the top right side, and then the Minion Prince and the rest of the dragons are meeting up with them on the bottom side here, and this is going to be crushed. Definitely, probably I could have used my queen a little bit better, maybe supported that side with the freeze, or what is it called, the ice block, but it's all right. Nice hit here. Let's go. Alright, next up, another invis base. Seems like these are really popular these days, I guess. I'm thinking we can easily reach into the town hall. Wow, this guy's using a flame spinner too. I haven't seen that in forever. I'm thinking we can just easily invis one of these corner compartments here to send our RC into the base. So let's just start her on this bottom side right now. We'll try and push her into this town hall. We can freeze her up at that, and she can just take the whole core. That'll be really great value for us here. And on 7, we place the next invis here. think she's actually going to go to the top side. I'm not sure though. This area right here, the pathing is a little bit difficult to say. All right, she's going down, which actually is easier for us because that means we can just redirect like this. It's going to go in for the town hall and we can just freeze her up right now, just like that. She's not going to take too much damage because the ice block has such insane damage reduction. Perfect. She's going to go in here. Gonna keep that Expo frozen so she doesn't walk out. Oh, no, she's walking out. Alright, that's really not good, but at least the town hall goes down here. And this compartment's getting taken out. We'll take that Inferno. Maybe let's arrow this Inferno tower. See if we can hit. Oh, we don't hit it. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit scary here because the sorry, not the Inferno. The Invis tower stays up. Luckily, not too much crazy stuff in the middle of the base. Oh, let's not forget our Warden. That would be really, really bad. Not too much crazy value in the center. So let's try and funnel this top side here to push all of our dragons into the middle a little bit more. Let's use Warden ability soon. Maybe around... Not too much damage yet. We'll see when we need to use that. Luckily, the Fire Spitter gets taken out by our... Oh, we can actually use the Minion Prince to activate the Invis. Perfect. So the Invis gets activated there. And the drag should be able to reach in afterwards and take that out now. Queen's still doing great work, and the super minions are taking out some of the defenses now. Yeah, this is looking good here. A lot of these Invis bases are just a little bit scary for dragons because of the, just because everything kind of depends on the RC walk. But as you can see, like, as long as you're using the ice block in an intelligent way, then you should be good. And this is also why I choose to use the queen instead of the king. It gives you a lot of flexibility on Invis bases, which I think is very important. All right, and the next base here, this is a double poison style. This one is pretty popular base. I know this bottom side near the mortar is baited, so I'm not going to enter into there. What I'm thinking is I enter from the top side here, walk one of these really heavy compartments, and then I'll enter my drags probably on this side behind the fire spitters, whichever direction, whichever direction my RC ends up going. Just gonna start her on the corner because it really doesn't matter which way she goes here. It doesn't, it doesn't really affect the attack at all. Because the base is entirely symmetrical here. Nice, so it looks like RC is going to the right side here. So we're gonna... Okay, let's double cycle now because RC's Fox took a bunch of damage right there. Fox is also gonna die from this Giga Bomb here, so it's really not worth it to take any risks. Let's do this. We'll be still gonna be patient with our haste file because I'm not entirely sure which direction she's gonna go. I'm gonna try and push her to the right side here. It doesn't really matter, but just gonna do that. Taking this compartment out with the haste file, and I'm making sure to skip some buildings if we can because we're wasting invis if we're not skipping these buildings. Next, we'll use the Inferno Drag up there to funnel a little bit. We can use the Queen here, trying to take out that Air Sweeper and the Air Defense. Perfect. And now we can funnel a little bit more on this side. Oh, looks like Corner Tesla. And we can start the rest of our drags just like this. Oh, this guy changed the air mine spot, I think. At least if I remember correctly. I'm not entirely sure, though. Queen is taking a huge amount of damage from this mortar, which isn't good. But the rest of our drags are pushing along pretty nicely. Some of them are splitting to the top. We'll use the Warden ability now. And actually, the Ice Hound is going to the top, which kind of is good for us because it will tank the drags, or it'll tank for the drags and freeze the Minion Prince, which does a ton of damage. Now we'll use the that Minion Prince ability on the backside. We can lure the Ice Golems into the corner here. Unfortunately, that's kind of going to go into the path that the dragons are going in, but it's probably better than letting the drags deal with them in the middle of the base here. Just going to try and pull them all to the side with the archers here. And then looking good, we still have a bunch of dragons alive. This archer tower on the back end is pretty much the only thing that can stop us at this point. And the Ice Golems are successfully pulled all the way into the corner here. Wow, Minion Prince somehow dies. I think hit a mine probably. So this archer tower might actually be a little bit more dangerous than than we initially thought, but hopefully the dragons are able to pull through with the rest of this. So we still have the warden with his Sneezy. Sneezy can do pretty good work uh, if the warden dies here, but I think we're good. It's going to be very, very close on time, but 2 dragons left here should be able to take this out. Maybe I could have approached this better. The topside funnel wasn't entirely made, so a bunch of drags split off, so that wasn't good. All right, and this is the last base right here. This is the crispy base from last season. Really popular base. We're going to try and take the entire core here. There's Teslas around this area, but I think it's better entering to this side so we can use our Fox a little bit more, since if we enter into the other side, the Town Hall is going to instantly kill everything. So we're going to send our RC here. Yeah, just like I expected, there's Teslas at the entry here, but it's totally fine. We can just ignore that. Next, we'll push our RC into the core here with some invises if we need to. I think we're good here. We're not going to use another. After this, we're going to go to double cycling. Let's invis this, push our RC into this compartment a little bit more. And then I'm going to invis the top as well to push her into the core. All right, perfect. So she's going in now. We can haste vial into the core in this area. Gonna go for the Inferno next, and then probably the Fire Spitter. Perfect. See if we can grab the Rage Tower after this as well. If we get that, then this base is completely gone, guys. Yeah, and it looks like that's gonna happen, so really, really nice. Let's send Queen on this side here. Let's do that. Triple Ice CC, that's good, no Furnace. We'll send this Inferno Drag to take out the Minion Prince. And then we can just use the rest of our drag on this side, split them up just like this. Put another Inferno Drag on the top side here. And then I'll ice the Hound right now so it can tank a bit more. And it will pull across the base. Probably freeze around the scatter shot area, which is going to do a lot of good tanking for us right there. See, it pulls 2 black mines as well. This is what I'm saying. The Ice Hound is so valuable in this attack. It's really, really important that you guys are using this if you're running drags. I think this is 100% gonna be the meta. Everyone's gonna be using this in no time. And yeah, this is gonna be crushed here. We still have the Minion Prince ability, so let's try and use that if we have a chance. And the minions are doing a good job on the top side, taking out this big cannon. And then the Minion Prince, once he targets the builder side here, let's pop the ability here, freeze everything up on the backside. We can just poison the king, I guess. It doesn't really do anything, but helps out a little bit, I guess, with if we put a headhunter here to take it out. It'll be a little bit slower. And yeah, this is crushed. Gonna be a nice 320 day today. I in the past few weeks, or not past few weeks, I guess the last week, I've been kind of struggling in Legends a bit. Not really good defenses, and also I've been missing on average like 1 hit a day. So that's not the best, but looks like today is going to be an exception to that. So nice. Going to be a 320 day today. Really nice hits. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.